Welcome back to Lucky Chipmunk. 9 facts about the greatest aircraft ever made, Lockheed's secret SR-71 Blackbird. Number 1. World's fastest. The SR-71 is the fastest aircraft ever made, and it still holds the record for the fastest, which it earned in 1976. No other aircraft comes close to the speed at which the SR-71 can reach. The top speed record is 2,193 miles per hour, which is more than 3 times the speed of sound. Number 2. What was the purpose of building the world's fastest aircraft? The aircraft's purpose was to be a stealthy, high-speed, reconnaissance aircraft that is able to fly deep into enemy territory at very high altitudes of up to 85,000 feet, and gather intelligence about the enemy, by taking photographs from its, at the time, state-of-the-art cameras, providing useful information to Allied troops below. Number 3. Massive amount of fuel. To go fast in an aircraft, you're going to need a huge amount of fuel. The fuel capacity of the aircraft is 12,000 gallons of JP-7 aviation fuel, which has a weight of around 80,000 pounds. The SR-71 has a total gross takeoff weight of 140,000 pounds. The fuel makes up more than half of its weight. Where would you fly if you had access to this sweet aircraft? Comment down below and let us know. Number 4. Cooling. When you start soaring through the air at these kinds of speeds, some thought needs to go into the design of the aircraft in the form of cooling. The heat produced in the aircraft's wings, from the friction of the air rushing over it, is immense. Some parts of the aircraft could reach temperatures as high as 950 degrees Fahrenheit. To help keep the wings and airframe from melting, the aircraft designers at Lockheed's Special Division used some pretty innovative methods to keep the aircraft cool enough to function. The aircraft designers used its fuel as a heat sink as it flowed around the wings, removing heat from the hottest part of the wing, the leading edge of the wing. The JP-7 fuel that was used has a high flash point, so the designers chose this fuel as it was the safest option. The SR-71 was also made mostly from titanium. Titanium is a great lightweight heatsink and was the best option to use for its construction. Number 5. Leaking fuel. It's a well-known fact that the SR-71 used to leak fuel on the runway, but most don't know why. While in flight at high speeds, heat expansion became an issue. The designers actually left gaps for expansion to stop the aircraft from crumpling up when it expanded. Although this has the adverse effect of leaking fuel on the runway before takeoff. Once the SR-71 was up to speed, it expanded enough to seal the gaps, no longer leaking fuel. No rubber seals could withstand the temperature the aircraft would encounter at full speed, so they couldn't use any. Number 6. Engines. 2 Pratt & Whitney J58 engines were chosen to power the SR-71. Each J58 was capable of producing 32,000 pounds of static thrust. This was the most efficient choice of engine for the speeds Lockheed designed the aircraft for. The J58 engines were thirsty. They consumed the 80,000 pound fuel capacity of JP-7 fuel in around 2 hours of flight time on average, requiring constant air refueling of the SR-71 when on its missions. Number 7. Top secret. Skunk Works was the name given to the secret special division of Lockheed. The whole aircraft was designed in secret. Nobody on the outside of the team knew anything about its new spy plane construction. Third-party companies were commissioned to build parts of the aircraft and shipped to the Skunk Works headquarters hidden in the California desert. 32 of the SR-71 were built in total. Number 8. Being shot at. The SR-71 has since been retired of its duties, as the military uses other, safer alternatives to gather information about the enemy, such as drones and satellites. During its service, over 1,000 missiles have been fired at the SR-71s, however, none of them even came close to hitting them. This included surface-to-air missiles and air-to-air missiles. The pilots said that if you had a missile on your tail, all you would do is mash the throttle and leave the missile in the dust. Number 9. Cost. The SR-71s weren't cheap to build. The average cost of each of the 32 SR-71s was around $32 million to build, each back in 1970. 12 of these aircraft were lost to accidents, not one was lost to the enemy. Although these aircraft cost a huge amount to build, the US military deemed it money well spent. The SR-71 was an extremely innovative aircraft for its time, and the record it holds for the fastest air-breathing aircraft has not been beaten to this day. It is rumored by Lockheed that there will be a successor to the SR-71, conveniently dubbed the SR-72. The SR-72 is only a design proposal at this stage, but has been announced that if it gets built, it will be faster than the SR-71. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to be updated on all our newest uploads. Here's some of our other videos you might like.